Welcome back to Freedom Firearms, the place where we don't just review guns, we dig deep into the real stories behind military decisions. Today, we're diving into one of the most controversial choices in recent U.S. military history: why the Army chose the SIG Sauer P320 in its M17 and M18 variants over the long-serving Beretta M9 and the highly praised Glock 19X. This isn't just about numbers on a spec sheet, it's about performance, cost, politics, and yes, some marketing drama. So hit that like button, subscribe to Freedom Firearms, and let's break this thing down. First, let's set the scene. Right now, the SIG P320, the pistol that won the Army's M17 trials, is in a full-blown PR crisis. There are allegations that it can fire without anyone pulling the trigger. One service member was even reportedly killed when the pistol discharged unintentionally. SIG has strongly denied it, launching the It Ends Now campaign on social media. But gun owners and service members alike remain skeptical. So the big question is, how the hell did SIG end up winning? Let's rewind to 1985. That's when the Beretta M9 replaced the legendary 1911. At the time, the U.S. military wanted to switch from .45 ACP to NENAM, NATO, to align with NATO standards. The M9 was cutting edge back then. Its open slide design reduced stovepipes, and its straight-line feed made it incredibly reliable. In trials, the M9 went over 1,750 rounds between stoppages. It survived every test you could imagine: freezing temps, mud, sand, concrete drops. It even made a cameo in Die Hard. Okay, not really, but it was iconic. Over time though, the M9 began showing its age. In dusty war zones like Iraq and Afghanistan, that open slide design turned into a liability. Dust and sand would jam it up. It lacked a rail for lights or lasers. The grip was too bulky for smaller hands, and maintenance in the field was a real pain. Worst of all, many issues weren't even the M9's fault. The Army cheaped out and bought low-quality magazines from third-party suppliers instead of Beretta or Mech-Gar. The phosphate coating on those mags didn't play well with fine dust, leading to constant feed failures. In 2015, Beretta tried to save the platform by introducing the M9A3 with modular grips, a Picatinny rail, stronger internals, and an improved safety system. But the Army didn't care. They didn't even test it. They made it clear they didn't want a better M9. They wanted a new modular handgun system from the ground up. Enter the M17 trials. The two finalists were SIG P320 and Glock 19X. SID's big advantage: modularity. The P320 features a removable fire control unit, or FCU, which is the serialized part of the gun. You can swap frames, slides, barrels, full size, compact, subcompact, all on one FCU. It's a Lego set for handguns. It's easier to maintain, fits more hands, and accepts all kinds of attachments. The P320 M17 military version shoots 9x19 NATO with a 4.7-inch barrel, unloaded weight around 833 grams, and a 17 plus 1 round capacity. Civilian models run from $600 to $750 depending on the configuration. In terms of power, it's on par with the others. It's a NENAM, but modularity is where it shines. Now Glock's entry, the Glock 19X, was no joke either. It's a hybrid, 17 frame with a 19 slide, shorter up top, full grip on the bottom. It's simple, rugged, and incredibly reliable. Barrel length is 4.02 inches. Weight fully loaded around 860 grams, with a standard 17 plus 1 capacity. And get this, according to a GAO investigation, the Glock outperformed the SIG in accuracy and reliability in early testing. But here's the catch: the trials were supposed to last 35,000 rounds, just like the old mine tests. The Army stopped after 12,500 rounds and handed the win to SIG. Glock protested, saying they had evidence SIG had higher stoppage rates and worse accuracy. The GAO agreed that there were flaws in the process, and even noted that Glock may have had the better pistol overall, but said the Army's decision came down to cost. SIG's offer was over $100 million cheaper. A 2017 DoD report added fuel to the fire. It said the M17 had only 343 mean rounds between stoppages, and the M18 just 197. For comparison, the M9 had 1, 750 plus. That's a huge drop. SIG claimed many stoppages were minor, mostly failures to lock open on an empty mag, often due to shooter error. But still, not great. So SIG went back to the drawing board. They tweaked the mag springs, followers, slide geometry, internal parts, and by 2018, a new round of testing showed the P320 could now go over 2,000 rounds between stoppages, even with ball ammo. With 147 grain hollow points? Even better. That put it ahead of the M99's legacy performance. But here's the part that haunts the decision. Even after adoption, the SIG P320 continued to make headlines for the wrong reasons. It was discovered that the original version could fire if dropped. SIG had to redesign the trigger. And in recent years, uncommanded discharge allegations have resurfaced, including a deadly incident involving a service member. Multiple lawsuits are ongoing. So what do we make of all this? The M9 wasn't bad, just old. Glock might have been better, but it was expensive. SIG had modularity and a lower price tag, but questions about safety and reliability persist. Did the Army cut corners to save money? Did they choose the right pistol? Should they have finished testing? Should they have accepted Beretta's cheaper, upgraded 9A3? Those are the questions we're still debating today. Let us know what you think in the comments. Was this a smart move or a billion-dollar mistake? Thanks for watching. If you got something out of this breakdown, smash that like button, drop your thoughts below, and subscribe to Freedom Firearms. We're here to break down the truth, not just the trigger pulls. Until next time, stay sharp and shoot straight.